I got to get on here and talk about my boy Coach Beam, man. Only real ones know about Coach Beam. That got my boy Coach Beam up there, man. Only real ones know about Coach Beam, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all probably don't know because a lot of y'all ain't athletes, bro. The real athletes, bro, tuned in to the Last Chance U episodes. You know what I'm saying? We know about Coach JB Brown. You know what I'm saying? Coach Brown. We know about Coach Mosley. You feel me? The Last Chance U basketball. I feel like all the athletes, bro. That was the athletes' favorite show on Netflix, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Last Chance U, bro, is definitely, you know what I'm saying, one of my favorite. I don't know if to put it under the documentary tab or the series tab. I don't know, bro. But it was just, you know what I'm saying, Last Chance U just, I loved it, bro, because it just showed like the real, like the realism of just like college players' everyday struggle. You know what I'm saying? And these not D1 players, these are JUCO players, you know what I mean? So they not getting paid, you know what I'm saying? No NIL or nothing, you like for a kid named Dior. He was on John Beam's team, Laney College. Dior sleeping in his car going to school, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like playing football. So you got these kids that's not making no money, just still trying to chase after it, you know what I'm saying? So but Coach John Beam actually, bro, turned out to be one of my favorite coaches, you know what I'm saying, on Last Chance U. I got the news yesterday, bro, you know what I'm saying, because I get every ESPN notification, you know what I'm saying? So every time something like breaking news happen, whatever, bro, you know what I'm saying, I just always get the notification, you know what I'm saying? And then I looked at my phone yesterday and I was like, Amy Carla. Like, I know these folks ain't talking about John Beam, bro. I know these folks ain't talking about Beam. You know what I'm saying? Turned out that Beam got shot in the head, man. You know what I'm saying? He was in critical condition yesterday. You know what I mean? He passed away this morning. You know what I'm saying? But had to do a video about my boy John Beam, man, And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Real talk. I actually shed a tear, you know what I'm saying, on the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is, I didn't even know him. I don't even do that. You know what I'm saying? But it was something about John Beam, bro. You feel me? Because we all got one of them coaches that we just never gonna forget. Like for me, my first time playing football, bro, I was 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? And my favorite coach of all time, bro, he was like a second father figure to me, bro, was Coach Phillip. You know what I'm saying? Coach Phillip, bro, you feel me? Was like a freaking father figure, bro. So a lot of these coaches, bro, and I have a father, active father. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like a second father. And I had the pleasure of getting that, you know what I'm saying, getting the father at home and then getting the father on the football field, so there was a lot of kids, bro, that didn't have fathers, you know what I'm saying, a lot of kids that didn't have that father figure in their house, and Coach Beam became that, and I seen it on film. One thing you got to understand about a person, if everybody say the same thing about that person, bro, then that's a good person. Everybody said the same thing about Beam, and I don't know what it was about Beam, bro. I'm telling you, bro, that quote is real, bro. When I say real, recognize real, bro, that it don't real, bro. Like you can just know when somebody, like, when it comes to like real individuals, bro, we can really just see somebody, we can see somebody for who they truly is, bro. Like if you really say like you a real individual, bro, you could just see somebody, like you can see for somebody like who they truly is. Like you could just look at him. You could just tell. It's just, by the way he talked, by the way he moved, that he's just not a real individual. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I pay attention to, that when it comes to people's characters and John Beam, man. I love some Beam, man. He used to have me laughing, cracking up in my room, man. You know what I'm saying? And and I'm not just saying this because he died, bro. Like literally, like one of my favorite coaches on Last Chance U, bro. You know what I'm saying? I knew about Beam before he died, bro. You feel me? But, that's why I say it was just some shocking news, man, that this happened to Beam, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy how much of an impact you can have on somebody, bro. You don't even know him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even know, bro. And I shedded a tear for bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even know him, bro. Felt like I knew him. Felt like he was my coach. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You feel me? You could just tell he one of the best for them kids, you know what I'm saying? So to get killed at his college, you know what I'm saying? He started coaching there in 2012. You know what I mean? Like in the Oakland area too. I know people from Oakland, they hurting right now, you know what I'm saying? Like a legendary coach, man, in the Oakland area, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, and coaching for a long time. I think he started his coaching career in 1982. You feel me? And he was the athletic director at Laney College. You know what I'm saying? He should be untouchable at Laney's College. So for somebody to kill him on the campus, you know, that right there, you know, and I'm pretty sure that Coach Beam got a lot of offers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand he brought Laney a championship. They ain't seen that in a while. You know what I'm saying? Just was a good coach, and I'm pretty sure that he had a lot of offers. I think he even said it in the Last Chance U episode. You know what I'm saying? So for him to choose to stay in his hometown, choose to stay in Oakland, that says a lot about him. But you see what I be saying, man? That's which Coach Bean would have just. Sometimes it's just best to go away, bro, or hating in your hometown. And man, that man been in Oakland, coaching in Oakland for 30+ years, just to get this done to him, man. Coach John Beam, man, dead at the age of 66, man.
We begin by
dang Beam, bro.
To honor the life of a man deeply beloved in this
Coach John Beam, old Beam, bro.
Unfortunately, Coach Beam passed away this morning.
Some of y'all don't. Most of y'all won't know him, bro. But if you watch Last Chance U, if you're a real deal athlete, bro, you tuned in to Last Chance U. You never tuned in to Last Chance U, you just ain't no athlete. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Keep it a busky with you. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a busky. You feel me? But if you was into the Last Chance U, you know Coach Brown, you know Mosley, you know John Beam. If you was into the Last Chance U episodes, if you're not into the Last Chance U, you don't know who Beam is unless you're from the Oakland area.
Shot wound that he sustained yesterday. I know that Coach Beam mentally.
I thought he was gonna survive, bro.
And beyond.
But I heard he got shot in his head, man. I was like, man, dang.
Chief and current Piedmont Police Chief Fred Chavies to share a statement from the family and to honor Coach Beam, the man, and his dear friend with a few words. After Chief Chavies speaks, CID Commander Lieutenant Gloria Beltran,
Coach John Beam,
Assistant Chief James Beer will provide details about several cases that have affected our community.
And the shooter has been caught, by the way. The shooter has been caught.
Double
for
homicide
anybody.
that occurred last Thursday, November the 6th, in the 1100 block of 98th Ave. Wednesday's shooting at Skyline High School, and yesterday's shooting that resulted in the death of Coach Beam at Laney College. I want to take a moment to thank the men and women of the Oakland Police Department. Over the last week, they have been working tirelessly to identify and arrest suspects in each of these cases. I want to extend my gratitude to everyone that has been involved in these investigations here at OPD, the Alameda County Sheriff's Office, who took the subject into custody yesterday regarding Coach Beam's death, and our federal partners who showed up and offered their assistance and support yesterday. I'll now turn it over to Chief Chavies to discuss the impact Coach Beam had on his life and the lives of so many others in this neighborhood, in this community, and throughout the United States. Chief.
Thank you, Chief. First, I'll read a statement from Coach Beam's family. We are devastated that John Beam, our loving husband, father, grandfather, brother, uncle, coach, mentor, and friend, has passed. Our hearts are full from the outpouring of love and support from all who cared about him. We are deeply grateful for your continued prayers, well wishes, and thoughts. At this time, we kindly ask everyone to fully respect our family's privacy. My comments are not as a former deputy chief in Oakland or even the chief of police in the city of Piedmont, but as a friend, a mentee, and a longtime admirer of Coach John Beam.
I gotta understand, man. I won't be surprised, bro. And like I said, I don't wish no death on the killer, bro. I don't wish hurt on you, bro. I'm not them type of player. I'm not them type of people. You know what I'm saying? Still love you, bro. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'll never judge you, bro. You know, what you did was bad. You know what I mean? But, you know, I won't be surprised, bro. People try to hurt you about Beam. I'm going to just keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to happen to you, bro. But, man, Coach John Beam was real loved in the Oakland area, bro. A lot of people love Coach John Beam, bro, in the Oakland area, bro. So, bro, he didn't deserve that, bro. I heard the suspect, he was 27 years old. You used to go to Skyline. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, I think Skyline, that right there is the rival school of Laney. But You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's Coach John Beam, bro. You know, and this was a targeted hit. For y'all that didn't know, this was a targeted hit. He got hit execution style in the head. You know what I mean? So this was a targeted hit. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't an innocent bystander. You know, of course he's an innocent bystander, but it wasn't like an innocent, you know, like just a shooting in the crowd and then Beam got hit. You know what I'm saying? But this was a targeted hit. You know, so I just don't know if Beam said something out the way to him and he felt some type of way. You know, I don't know if Beam rubbed him the wrong way. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Beam had something to do with him not playing it. Like, I just don't know, man. But I know Beam ain't do nothing, you know what I'm saying, on that type of level to, like, nobody deserves to get killed. But, you know, criminal type. I know Beam was innocent, bro. I just know that jump. You know what I'm saying? Beam ain't deserve that jump, man. You know what I'm saying? I just know, bro. You feel me? Bro was 27. Beam 66. Beam ain't hanging around no 27-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Telling you, bro, Beam probably said something, bro, you know what I'm saying? And then bro felt some type of way about it, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Did what he did to Beam, bro.
John was so much more than a coach. He was a father figure to thousands of not only men, but young women in our community.
Yeah.
I know that I am not eloquent enough to put into words the indelible mark.
That's how Beam, that go Beam right there.
On so many, not just in the region, but around the state and around the nation. I know that I speak for the thousands of players of his that have played for him for the last 40 plus years, the hundreds that held vigil last night at the hospital as he fought, like he had taught all of us to do over the course of the last 40 plus years. I met Coach when I was in the 8th grade at Bret Hart Junior High School. And I actually, to a lot of folks' surprise, never had the opportunity to play for Coach Beam, but he had meant so much to me. I lost my father when I was in high school, and Coach has, since I was...
Yeah, back there, yeah, Beam the truth, bro. Beam was the truth. Back there, those are guys that they gave him his jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Those are guys that he produced in the NFL. He had over 20 plus players in the NFL that he produced. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Beam was the truth, bro. They gave him his jersey for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Coach Beam, bro. I'm telling you, Beam could have coached at the highest level, bro. He chose to stay at Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Kids come here, D1 talent. Beam, bro, you know what I'm saying? Coach him up, coach him up. You feel me? You know, and, you know, dude, he basically, you know, last chance you is last chance, bro. You feel me? You know? Yeah, he produced 20 plus players at the NFL level, bro.
15, 16, 17 years old.
Two claps, ready? I ain't gonna lie. I used to love that joint he used to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. That's right, the Wright brothers right there. You know what I'm saying? He produced them. You know what I'm saying? He was a top cornerback coming out the when he was at Laney, he was a top 5 cornerback. You know, he's on the New Orleans Saints right now. You know, look him up. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Rayshawn Wright. I don't know what his brother on. I think his brother, you know what I'm saying? I think his brother in the NFL too, if I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying? But was love, man. You know, Coach Beam, bro. You know, Coach Beam used to be on him hard too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't think you was gonna make it. You know, I know we all felt the same. I ain't think you was gonna make it. I'm talking about, bro, look. Well, right here, bro, you know, I had a little attitude on him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a Beam, though. I ain't gonna lie, you always respected Beam. He ain't never disrespect Beam, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, you know, you being top in the nation, he just, you know, felt like he just didn't need coaching. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Beam ain't show no favoritism, though. You know what I'm saying? Beam used to let him have it, you know, but Beam produced NFL talent, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how you know you a good coach, bro. If players come back to see you, bro, that's how you know you a good coach, bro. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. Stevens, bro. Bucky Stevens, that's his name, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He used to be tripping. I ain't gonna lie. He used to be going OD. Keep it a buck. You know, he OD, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, bro? But Beam, bro, my favorite coach out of Last Chance U for sure, Leoli. Players come back to meet you, bro. You feel me? You know you was a good player. Players ain't mess with you, bro. Like I said, for me, I ain't go back to Langston Hughes ever. I ain't mess with none of them coaches. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Feel me? Players ain't coming back to, you know what I'm saying? They ain't coming back, bro, to see no coach they ain't messing with. You know what I mean? I ain't go back to see none of them coaches. After I graduated, bro, F y'all all. I'm gonna keep it a bucksky with you. You feel me? Straight up, worst coaching staff I ever had in my life. You feel me? But shoot, coming back to see Coach Beam though, you know what I mean?
Always
ready.
Been there for me. Has always reached out to me. And it's not just me. You think about, like I said, the hundreds of individuals that were there last night, and I think about the other 500 to thousands that couldn't make it to the hospital last night.
That's Dior. That's who I was talking about. Dior right here. That's Dior.
To the hospital.
When I was sleeping in the car. He got. I think he went to Hawaii.
The Skyline, Laney, Oakland, California, Hawaii, West Coast, San Diego family is mourning this morning or this afternoon or over the last couple of days at the loss of such an absolutely incredible human being. And I say that. I can say that, an absolutely incredible human being, and our hearts are aching. I know that in the coming days there will be opportunities to have conversation with some of the former players from Skyline and from Laney. I know that Coach has kept in touch with so many. Some people always ask, how did he talk to and leave his mark on so many people with just 24 hours in a day, right? The amount of cold calls that individuals got from him in between meetings and practices and film study. But Coach was, he was special, and it's tragic that we lost him, especially in the way that we lost him. I would just ask that you all keep coaches, all of the Skyline and Laney alums in your prayers. And I know that if Coach was here, he would end by saying, 2 claps, ready. And so with that, I'll turn it over to Lieutenant Beltran.
Yeah, man, long live Beam, man. Long live Coach Beam, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know you had an impact on me, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I shedded a tear, bro, I don't even cry, bro. If I shedded a tear for you, bro, you know you had an impact on me, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You know what I'm saying? The man used to have me dying laughing here, bro. I just love the way he coached, you know what I'm saying? Real. You know, I love people that just real. You know what I mean? It's too many people nowadays that scared of hurting people's feelings. You know what I mean? Coach Beam, bro, you coaching. That's what these new kids needed, bro. They needed an old school coach. Get in your grill. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro. But you could tell you had genuine love for them players, bro. You could really tell, you know what I'm saying? But, man, long live Coach John Beam, man. Long live Beam, dog. Dang.